Hello.
Hey guys.
Hey, how's it going?
What's going on, everybody?
So, we've got a couple of people coming on right away. There is some insane, crazy new stuff that just got released. I just found out about when I started clicking away on the computer here. So,
Yeah, Jordan's on time for once.
holy man. He was like the first guy. That's amazing for a guy who gets up at 4 o'clock in the morning to go crawl. So, I'll wait till there's a couple more people on. I got 3 on now. Say yo, hey, and we'll say hi to you guys. So, yeah, Traxxas released a Bronco. And some other new stuff that I'm going to tell everybody about. But it's pretty insane, some of the stuff they did, and it's like, wow, some people finally pulled their heads out of their butts. They finally figured out to make these things that everybody's been asking for a while. I don't know why it takes almost 4 years before people come up with it, though. So.
I want to buy my too.
Oh, look at you, and Debbie too. And Kevin feels left out. Look at the poor guy.
Oh, don't drink that, man.
Oh wait, wrong
Kyle,
stuff.
how's it going?
Here, is this better?
Oh God, make you thinner.
Okay, so
Well, we can go this
first
route.
thing I'm going to show you guys. We're going to get right into this because it's kind of what everybody's been talking about the most.
Winch?
Hey,
You see the winch?
oh, I saw the winch, yeah, but I'm going to show you guys the truck first.
Here it is.
Let's go share screen. Share this screen. Let's put this guy up there. Share that. And
The new Bronco.
the new Bronco.
2021 Bronco.
Yeah. Clipless body.
So what is it, magnets?
No, it's snap-on the wheel wells. There's oversized openings in there.
There it is.
Yeah. That'll be great till it breaks.
Yeah, well,
You got to start somewhere, right?
I noticed it doesn't have the dig feature that the real Bronco has. I'm disappointed, Traxxas. I'm very disappointed.
Inspirational music.
I know, right?
The majestic Bronco can conquer all terrains.
Now, funny thing is I saw footage of this when they were doing a release on the actual Bronco, and they were doing some test drives, and I saw a guy running this truck in the background, and I thought, oh, that's just some guy who's got some RC car with one of those new bright bodies on it, right?
Hey, Sean.
No, I think it was this dude.
Telemetry. Does it actually on the app like that?
What's that?
Does it actually have that same telemetry with the app?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just got the same telemetry as the app. I'm going to show you something else that they just released as well. So with this truck, they released a new light kit. The new light kit you can control from the app as well.
Oh, that's cool.
So
It would have been cool if they deleted the portals.
it sounds like the same soundtrack that Kevin uses in his videos.
That'd actually be an epic place to go crawling.
I really was kind of expecting him to send it off that.
Tony, do it.
Okay, so that was the first thing. That was released. And then right after that, I'm going to stop this video from playing. Right after that, they also showed this new fancy schmancy winch that they've released. So the new winch, and I'll add it in here. This is the new winch, and it is called the Pro Scale Winch. Now, the Pro Scale Winch, it's all self-contained, everything in it. It's got its own fob. You don't require a separate power supply for it. You plug it in directly to the power output that comes on the XL5 receiver. So you plug it into there, and you have that orange fob that you can see in the picture here. And that is basically all you need to control this winch. It has a free spool feature. So you can hit the button on the side. I don't know if you can see this image here. You can hit the button on the side and free spool it out. They've made a new bumper for every truck they make with the fair lead inside it already. Go back here. This is the fob that they come with. And that's the winch. So it's also got the rubber stopper on there so that it's not going to hit
Does
anything.
it give a speed on that winch?
It doesn't give a speed. It does give a max load capacity of 10 pounds. Now the winch material, you can get it in 3 different colors. There's a silver. Let's see if I can find any more of the pictures here. There's the fair lead and everything that comes with. That's all you need right there. You need that. All you need is power from your battery, and you're good to go. You don't need another line. You don't need another channel on your radio. Nothing. All good to go. So there's all the different bumpers that they've released. Now the fair lead, the line, here it is. So they got these different colors of line. You got a gray and a blue and a red.
Nice.
Yeah, 10-pound max.
Well, that's what they're going to claim, right? I mean, I'm sure you could probably push it higher. But if they're saying 10-pound max, then that's going to be the minimum that thing's going to be able to do. Right?
Match block in there and double it up.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely, right? Like this one here with the rubber stopper is cool. Nobody else is really doing anything like that. So that's pretty badass.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody's asking how fast it's going to be. Simple fact of the matter is, if you're going to winch, you're going to be slow. So speed doesn't matter. So anyways, that's one of the things. I'll get to the other thing that they've released. Now, at the same time as they released that, they released a shiny new, that's the Bronco, so we can talk about that in a minute. Yes, here we go. So they've released now the Pro Scale Advanced Lighting Control System.
Ooh,
so the Pro Scale Advanced Lighting Control System, because, that just rolls off the tongue so nicely. There. Part number 6593. Now, what's really cool about it, it controls your low beams, your high beams, your signal lights, your hazard lights, your brake lights, and your reverse lights all separately. So you can have it run your light bars. You can turn it on so it has signals, but you can put it into a crawl mode. So when you put it into the crawl mode, it turns off the signal light function.
Oh, finally.
Yeah, exactly. So when you're turning, which is cool, signaling and blah, blah, blah. But when you're turning now, you don't have the signal light coming on constantly while you're trying to pick a line on the rocks.
Because that's annoying.
Oh, God, it's probably one of the dumbest, lamest features ever, right?
Yeah.
It has hazards. So this is all stuff that's their expected release looks like mid-June. I'm not expecting to see it any sooner than any of that for any of these trucks. Now, the other thing you can see over here, you can control all the lights separately from the app if you have the TSM link, the module in your phone. But the other really cool thing, if I can find the picture.
That. I was going to ask you about that in that first light picture.
What's that? Here it is. This. So this is where they explain about the crawl setting. And then they have, oh, come on, look to the thing I want to see here. This module. Oh, stop doing that to me. Let me find the power. So, you know, when Traxxas has had Traxxas has had their cable, their tiny little wires. Well, now everything's in a big harness. That harness plugs in and controls everything and plugs out. And it's something you can actually grip onto without ripping their stupid little blue wires out of. So that's the part. That's the money part right there.
Very nice. I wonder how easy that's going to be to modify to put into something other than a Traxxas.
Well, seeing as it looks like you can control it from your TSM Bluetooth, you'll lose that functionality if you don't have it running through a Traxxas receiver. But I haven't had a chance to look at the schematics. I only just got the information.
Yeah.
Hold on a second here. Let's look back. Now, if we go back here to this image of it, no, 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 no. Come on, click, click. No. There's a day power module. Okay, now pause. See if I can get this to play. And distribution block. Well, I might have given it a seizure. Okay. Anyways, it looks like it has a receiver in and receiver out stuff. So if you're looking here, you've got your input for your receiver for the Max Link, and your receiver in here. So you can it's probably going to be usable in other models other that don't have the TSM module or the Bluetooth module. It'd be really silly if they didn't have it set up that way. Because I know Traxxas doesn't like their product, like other people's products being used on their stuff, but they love it if you buy their stuff and put it on other things.
Yeah.
So that's some of the big news for those guys. I'll pull that off now. Now, the other thing I got the release for is I finally got the imagery on some of the new bodies that they've released from JConcepts for the SCX 24s. So the SCX 24, I just got to find it. Change this one here. Let's share this one. Share screen. Okay, I'll find this right here now. I'll click this here. I'll put this over here. All these wonderful clicky buttons. Boom, boom. I saved them all in one spot this time at least. Last time I was digging all over the place trying to find all the images. Let's close that. Okay, pictures are where? Desktop. This PC. And pictures. And save pictures. Okay, so I know we have some Ford fans out there. So let's start with this one. Okay, and now we will share this guy who is here. Oh, what are you doing? Share the screen. This is the new JConcepts.
Mine? Yeah, go turn it on.
Too many pictures. Hold on. Hold on. Let me fix that. She had the wrong screen. I got screens on top of screens. Okay, now that guy is the one we want to do. There we go. Now I make him bigger. There. Okay, so if you can see that now, this is the new JConcepts SCX24 F-150 body. Couple different angles of it. So they've just released this. It's not
Why do you have the square?
the best looking body in the world, but it's not bad.
It looks a little bit off with the cab almost, eh?
Yeah, it seems to be a little bit awkward sizing. Like everything's a sticker. You can see it's all sticker up there. Then they also released the C10. So not that big of a deal, seeing as you could already get a pretty decent looking C10 from Axial to start with.
The cab looks like it's squished.
The
does.
cat looks like it's
I find JConcepts likes to do that with their cabs. They connect them together on the back, and they just don't look right to me. The side windows always look too small.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the cab looks a little bit small. Like it needs to be a little bit taller, and then a little bit wider.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The box looks a smidging too long. So
Yes.
Take the cab and stretch it to that box a little bit. Be bang on.
Yes.
But not bad.
You know, it could be if, the picture is just not doing it justice. Could be
No.
one of them things too. At least it gives you some options.
It does give you a few options. Now there is another one. Oh, there's Aaron's.
Oh yeah, there it is. That's real flavor.
I want to see that on an SCX24.
Yeah. Let me do this one here. Where did I put the other pictures? Go back to photo.
Beautiful. All I gotta say. Looks like
All kinds of beautiful.
What? How did we get there?
Oh, here we go. So here's the other. This is the last of the bodies that they've released. And I'll show you this one here. So this is the last one they've released.
That cab looks nice.
So it's basically the 124 scale version of the Creep, which they're calling it the Creep. And I can see this turning into a comp crawler and a 124th scale comp crawler body, just like everybody's doing with the actual Creep body, the 1/10 scale one, right?
Okay. Go on your tablet.
They start cutting them up and hacking them and making them into these tiny little fenderless things. But the fenders are smaller on this than they are on the full size.
The one thing I don't like about this is the gusset that goes from the cab to the box.
Yeah, and that's JConcepts does that with so many bodies.
That it wrecks it for me.
It looks wrong.
It does.
Performance standpoint, it's all about performance.
It's an SCX24. You don't get performance out of that.
Bingo.
Like, come on. You could have made that different.
You drop off a cliff, it's gonna be fine. Those gussets are gonna be bang on.
Yeah.
You're going to be banging on things, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So I will show you guys now since we're on the topic of SES 24s and such. I got a box of
seen a
goodies
picture
here.
of this.
So we got a fairly large amount of stuff that showed up for SCX 24s. Oh, I forgot to grab the rims. Anyways, so we've got plus 4 mil still drive stub axles from HR. We have the Yeah Racing aluminum steering rod link set. So this is like the one from Hot Racing, but this one's the one from Yeah Racing. Or I don't know if I can show it to you. You can look it through the back of the package. It's a little easier to see without the tag in the way. So that's for your steering links. We actually have some heavy-duty steel drive shafts. Now, there's two different sizes. This one is for the deadbolt. There's also one for the C10 and the JLC. We got some of the servo mounts from Hot Racing. So this has also got the front, the shock towers and servo mount and everything for it. So that's in. We got as much of the brass stuff as I could get out of Yeah Racing for the steering knuckles and all that shininess. These little guys, they claim, it's not on here, but in the description on the part, I think it says there's something like 16 grams each or something. Then we got the Hot Racing brass diff covers again. I got more of those. Oh, what's this guy? Oh, and then, yeah, this has nothing to do with SCX 24s, but we got more cameras for more filming.
Nice.
So I got 4 more cameras. So now I got a total of 6 cameras that we can set up on the hill, wherever, and get all the footage we ever could want to do.
Sean's got a picture of the SSD rims.
Has he got a picture of the SSDs?
Yeah.
Shoot them to me. I could probably dig them up on here. I know we've got them on our site already. I just forgot to throw them on here. Okay, let's get out of this guy.
Send them to Travis, Sean.
I know I have them on our site already too. So let's see what we got here. Wheels.
That's it. Race is on. Who's faster?
That's whose computer's faster.
Yeah.
Probably not mine today. Well, maybe. We're getting there. There they are. Yeah, share this screen up. Share that guy. So there they are. Those are the SSD rims. They have a brass outer on them. So I can make it a little bigger here. They have a brass outer, and they're all metal.
It's not a bad looking rim, actually.
No, it's their D-hole style one that they make.
Yeah.
I think I got 10 sets of those in. I can't remember how many sets I grabbed. So yeah, that's the other part we got. And there's more stuff coming all the time, but that's what we got for now. So that's all the new goodness I have for me right now. Now I'm done talking. Your turn. What does Aaron have on his bench? What do you got on your bench, Aaron? You got no audio.
Unmute yourself, Aaron.
You're on mute. There you go.
Well, I got something a little snack size on my bench.
Snack size.
Snack
Cheetos.
size. And it's open it up here. Oh. Oh.
I know what it is.
Oh. Here it is. Behold. The lunchbox. Yeah. This thing's definitely small.
That's the mini box, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, the mini snack box here. So I opened that up today. I've got the rims glued, which was great. Then I was looking at, I all the screws the kit comes with. It's like, oh God, you get all these awesome Phillips head screws. I was like, oh God.
Phillips head.
Need a set of these.
So, yeah, it's got that's on the bench, and I also got my drag car on the bench. As you can see, it's missing my ESC. It packed it in on race night.
Toasty oasted.
It's weird because it didn't smell. It doesn't smell burnt. Just doesn't turn on. So I tried hijacking the switch. Nothing. So got to throw something else in there to power it.
Yeah.
And other than a bunch of other stuff I need to do, that's what's on my bench.
That's what's on your bench. All right. Well, let's take a look at Kevin's. Kevin, what do you got on your bench?
Well, I've just been working on this lately.
Oh, BRX01. Is that the metal box, or did you build a different one?
This is a different box. That metal one was as heavy as his truck.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's super heavy. So I did send you a photo. Now,
Let's see if I can find it here for you.
you know,
I got this photo.
everything opens up, and
Let's add this. I'll throw this up on the screen here so everybody can see it. So this guy, this is your outdoor shot of that guy. That looks
that's
good.
the outdoor shot. Now, I've still got a ton of work to do on this, but I need to get it ready for SAS, which is coming up in July, along with a bunch of other stuff.
Right.
And, I'm working on my canoe and
Oh, your canoe. Is that
Yeah.
that one that you got? Oh God, when did you get that? You got that for like Christmas or your birthday?
yeah, my birthday last year. So
Right.
yeah, so I'm still working on this, but it is
Yeah.
all
Real wood.
single plank, and that'll fit up there nicely.
So the first rollover, you're going to cry when it breaks the canoe.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's how it is. Yeah,
I can see it.
Need some JConcepts gussets in there.
Yeah.
Yes, right. Get some of them gussets. Now I do have plates. Do you have plates for the truck already?
Yeah. Oh yeah. What do they say? Zoom out a bit there.
Focus.
Oh. Daddy's girl. There we go.
There it is.
You just got to hold it still for 20 minutes. And then
Yeah. These damn cameras. So inside, I mean, I do like how this goes because the body flips up like this. It's great.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So we'll just take that off for the time being. Inside, got a mess, but
What motor is that one in there?
that's the 1400 kV.
Okay, I got a 12 I'm putting in mine.
Reese 777. I did finally get the
777.
yeah.
That's all the turbo.
I did finally get the replacement servo horn for the shift servo. So I can put that together once I find the stupid linkage, because I set it down somewhere and I don't know where it is.
No, that never happens. What are you talking about?
Right? And then, so that one there is I'm working on.
So
still working on the D130 6x6.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, let's so I also have some projects going on. So let's I'll get the first one out here. I'm also the same as Aaron. And Kevin, there's one waiting for you. You just got to pick it up.
Oh, wonderful.
So we have this. So that's one. I still have that.
You haven't even started that, have you?
No, because I'm doing the whole thing on video. So
Right. Okay.
oh yes. And then we went out to the trailer today, and I totally forgot that I had these. So these are flight test gliders, and this is a 5-pack. So
Nice.
this one here,
5-pack.
we build with the kids.
Yeah.
So kids, and one of these gets to be Tanya's because there's 5 of them, and there's 5 of us. So, she's giving me.
You don't have any more of them, do you?
I do have another 3 kit or something that just showed up here last week.
Okay, stick my name on that.
Because they're not motorized or anything, right? They're just strictly.
Yeah, I know. You just throw it.
Yeah.
One of the perks of living on a hill, I can just throw it and watch the daughter run.
So, there's the other project I got to get going on.
Oh, you did get that.
I did.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm going to start that one here this week as well.
Nice.
And then we got to start doing some test hits and some test runs on this little guy. So this one here, this is the Corrali Python 6S. Stupid fast according to all the videos, so we're going to take this out and beat the crap out of it and give her a good stress test.
Did you get your globe liner yet?
Yes. A globe liner sitting at the store.
Nice.
And then I also had the Grand Hauler.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I wanted to do the globe liner or the Grand Hauler, so I was kind of on the fence. So I left them both there.
So,
and then Marcus came in and bought the Grand Hauler. So guess what I'm doing now?
You're doing the globe liner. See, now
so I'm doing the globe liner.
You need to get Aaron the Aeromax.
The Aeromax.
The Aero to the max.
Yes, you've seen the Aeromax. Yeah, there's Marcus. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at this. He's right there. Look at that. Just like I knew I was talking about him. Knew I was going to start talking about him.
That's as far as I've got on mine.
See, Marcus, you need to do that one.
See, all I've done so far is just the chassis.
So, Marcus, now that you've picked yourself up this Grand Hauler, you're more than welcome to join in on this drift truck challenge that we're doing. I'm anticipating we're probably going to actually do it sometime in mid-July at the rate things are going and the rate we're getting stuff. So we're going to start building up some. We're going to start building some tires. I get some tires 3D printed. I was going to talk to probably Graham and see if he can figure out some tires for us or not. Or I got other connections. We can get tires made, and then we're going to go take them drifting. Dave has been looking. We've had Dave's been looking at the what is that? The music stage there, whatever they call it. The band shell. That's what it's called. The band shell at Polson Park. We're thinking about starting to do some drifting in there when we get a chance. And I'm thinking that might not be a bad spot to do our little challenge as well. Because it's nice, it's open, it's outside, it's dry because it's under a roof. So we could do part of our challenge there when we finally get these things built. That'd be my dogs losing their minds. If you guys can hear that.
I was just somewhere up there in Vernon, and they just repaved a whole bunch of stuff. Where was that?
Aaron's eyes lit up. I saw that. You're saying fresh pavement. Woohoo!
I'm not sure if it was at the college in Vernon or not, but they just did a whole bunch of repaving.
You know what I'd like to do at the college in Vernon? I'd like to see if that track that they have, that running track, is made out of pavement or some kind of spongy crap.
Well, I'm up there almost every day, so.
And then I'd like to run drag cars on it.
Yeah.
That'd last about 2 seconds.
So 39th Avenue is all new, according to Zarek. So, yes, that's where that new set of roundabouts are, which I've been doing figure eights around today. Yes, Gord, you wanted to talk about what's up with the new drag slash. Okay, so let's talk about that a little bit here.
What we know so far.
What we know so far. The story so far is, let's get this sucker up here. So they've gone and the only things they've really released so far with the slash are the new chassis or the new transmission.
The 272 Magnum.
272 Magnum. So this is the 272 Magnum, which basically the key points to this are that they have changed, nope, not that guy. They have changed out the planetary. So it's no longer a planetary diff in there. Now it's a spider gear. It's supposed to be stronger, hopefully more reliable. It comes with some pretty thick fluid in it right out of the box. So that's going to be a little bit more like Posy, not so much one-sided wheel spin. And the input shaft coming off the spur gear is now, it's actually, if you can look at the picture here, it's actually it's beveled. It's been cut. So it's flat spotted. So there's no longer that pin in there anymore that everybody who put any power to a Traxxas transmission knows. You put some power down and that stupid pin would shear and everything would stop going vroom vroom for you, which really sucked. So there's that guy. And then the housing has been modified a bit.
Looks a little longer in there for the motor.
It's a little longer here so you can put taller gears in. So they made it so you can get your mesh with a taller set of gears. They've also beefed up the back end so that your wheelie bar mounts in there nicer. And this, I think it's zero camber. They changed all of this mount here. Now, I have been told that this transmission is supposed to be able to directly bolt into any two-wheel drive from Traxxas. So it's going to be like the new upgrade, really, when it comes down to it.
The new Proline transmission for Traxxas.
The new Proline. There's one of the new bumpers. New bumpers they released for the Traxxas stuff. Oh, there's Proline body. Oh yeah. So yeah, that is that stuff.
But they also have the like the gyro release for that too.
Yes, I was going to talk to you about that gyro. What have you read up on that gyro?
Well, what I've seen is that you can program it 3 different ways. You have it working the whole time.
Yep.
You have it working just so it's off the line, so you got power on it, it's working. Mm-hmm. Or you can have it so when you're in the slowdown zone, it kicks on in the slow when you hit the brakes.
Right.
So that'd be great for like for that Vegas race they had. They had such a small shutdown area, and cars were just careening everywhere.
Oh, so, I thought you were talking about ours. Drew, if you're on here, or you ever listen to this, I have good footage.
Drew, why?
Yeah. My car won't stop. It won't. Oh, that's a car.
Fiddlestick. The wheels are hanging weird.
Yeah. So, yes, I mean, it's but if you look at the rules of almost every racing place, for no prep, there is supposed to be no electronics assist from your controls. No gyros, any of that stuff, right? So I can see the braking side working and that being okay because that's after you've made your pass. But I don't know how many places are going to let you run. I don't know if we're going to let anybody run gyros. I know there's a gyro in the DR10. Yeah. There's going to be AVC in the low C. I guarantee that because why wouldn't they have AVC in it? I think I read that there's AVC in it.
Yeah.
And now there's TSM in the new drag slash.
Yeah. It's great for people starting out, just trying to figure it all out. But I think it might hinder you more than it's actually going to help you in the end.
I think when it ever comes down to any of these list races where guys are racing for money, you're using electronics to help you race, you're not going to get paid. You're going to get beaten.
I mean, there's quite the prize pool for it now down in Vegas, isn't there not?
What was the prize pool last week here?
$16.
16 whopping dollars. I mean, come on. That's big cash money.
So I think
Well,
I
keep
seen
in mind,
something
some of that
in
money's
Vegas.
going to later on in the season for other things.
Wasn't the Vegas one like up 18 grand or something like that?
$25,000 US.
25.
And then Tekken offered another $5,000 US if you were using all Tekken electronics, like their servos and their motor, speed controller, and all that. And then Gens Ace, I think they threw another one down where if you were running a Gens Ace battery, it was another $1,000 or $2,000 US.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's a pretty good payout.
If you make it happen.
Yeah, and like I was talking last week with the racing, we had guys that were there. They're worried about cooling off their motors, and out in Vegas, guys were putting in a new motor every hit, every single pass. They put in a new motor. Well, if you're gambling for 25 grand and you're that close to the leaderboard, I'd put a new motor in every race too. Why not? I mean, honestly, at 25 grand, you can buy 10 new motors or however many you need for the day.
Autograph each one and sell it for more.
See, the outdoor track at the college is rubber, according to Gord. Well, that's even better. Well, not really. It's not really like no prep, is it? That might not go over very well.
Oh.
So yeah, that's that. And then with that new Losi car that they put out, the 2.2 drag car, the no prep drag car, there's a couple things they've changed on it. They put in new suspension pieces. Let's see if I can find these pictures. Make this guy big. So let's put this on the screen. So this is the roller chassis for the new 2.2. So it's a lot like the chassis that I'm running, except the one I'm running is all plastic belly pan. I got the budget version. But this has got the gull wing front shocks, or front A-arms. So you can see in the imagery, it comes up here. So your center of gravity is really low, and then it comes up so that you get your whole chassis sitting quite low. There's very little travel in the suspension all the way around. Everything's quite low. Like you can see, all the shock towers are well below the body pins. The rear body pins are actually swept back quite a bit. You can see here it's got the kind of the gull wing set up on the A-arms on the back as well. So you get that almost level. So what they've done on here is they've taken it, they gull winged it up a bit, but they've also got a spacer plate in the transmission that brings it up higher off of the chassis so that you get a straight, so that your drive shafts are, or your rear axles are more parallel with the ground, which is kind of beneficial. I'll let Aaron explain why that's more beneficial. And then, we've got all of our camber and control and everything, all adjustments. It is adjustable on here, which on mine is not. So that's another issue I've discovered when I'm trying to make mine go vroom, vroom fast. And there's the rear. You can see the same thing. Now, I think the rear is 0 degrees or 1 degree right out of the box. I don't think it's the same as it would be for like an off-road buggy where the wheels are towed. They're pretty straight on this.
Huh.
What else we got? Oh, you don't want that. Yeah, so that's basically what's going on there. So, Aaron, you want to chime in on why you want, what kind of settings you want to see for going fast straight?
Well, first of all, with that Losi one you had up there, what I liked is the rear wheelie bar there. It looks like you can put a shock in there quite easy. So it has that little link in there. So if you want to put a shock in there to give you some cushion.
Let me add this back to the stream. Right here you could. Right here.
Right there. It's already ready for it.
Yeah, it's basically like a rod end on the bottom part of it here. So you could definitely replace that out with a shock.
Yeah, that would be a great one. One thing I noticed with most of these drag cars are coming out, they haven't flattened out the front yet because they've gone off like what they've already had, and they've got quite a bit of angle on the front. So you're looking at a lot of caster on the front still.
Yes. So this one is not as much. That is one thing they did change a bit. You can tell also with the front bumper on these new ones. The front bumper is a flat piece. It's not like the short course truck bumper where it came out to the front and it was raked quite a bit. This is pretty flat. So you don't get that scooping effect on the air when it's coming underneath the car.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know what they're doing with the Traxxas one. I haven't seen any imagery of the actual chassis for the Traxxas yet.
They got to be doing
All
something
I've seen are
different.
pictures.
Yeah,
So,
kind of what I want to talk about first was like that thing there. So for my car, because I've got the Vader 22, and it has the same thing. It has the rear pod for the transmission is different from the chassis, so it has spacers in there, and show you it right here. So we can zoom in on this thing. Come on, focus.
come on, focus. Focus.
Yes. Will it focus? Too close?
Too close.
Too close. So right in here, if you can't see it, there's two different chassis plates here. So it actually lifts the back end up.
Yep.
And my arms on the back.
Yep. So same thing they're doing on the Losi.
Yeah.
Yep.
So these guys already had it figured out before. And if you look at my arms, they're virtually flat.
Yep.
So what that does, it allows you to, when it compresses, it takes a lot of guesswork of which way it's going to go. Because if it's hanging down, it's going to pull the bottom in, the bottom of the, and you get positive caster in it, or camber. So as it compresses, thing for drag racing, you want to have little to no camber gain. So you see mine there? So my wheel come in a bit. Even mine has a little bit too much camber gain. And you can do it with the arm lengths and such, but what really helps is having the arms straight. So this one here has got quite a bit taken out. If you do it to a Traxxas one, you'll get like 10 degrees of caster gain in there. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, I noticed that quite a bit when I was looking at that Bandit.
Yeah, it actually starts with, yeah, you get tons in there. It's ridiculous.
Okay, go there, don't worry.
So it's going to help you keep the tire flat, and you're going to get some traction, right? That's the game. Yeah. The game is to have traction, to have that, you get flat. When you're racing, you know, go around a corner, the chassis leans, and you want that camber gain. So when the chassis leans, you go around the corner, suspension's compressing, you're going to get that tire contact patch when you go around the corner. But drag racing, you're not doing corners.
Well, you're not supposed to be doing corners.
Yeah.
No, go straight.
but we do have some video footage of people trying to do corners. It didn't work very well. So quick question that I want to answer here. Gord's asking, is there anything different between the RBX 10 Rift and the RTR and the builder's kit? Yes, there are a few different things. I did throw a video up on our site when they did the release of the Rift kit. Now, the Rift kit is coming with the sway bar, which is you have to order that separate. It does not come on the RTR. It is coming with the link plates added to it so that you can strengthen your rear links, your lower links. However, they're still plastic links, and the part that people are breaking are the ends, not the middle of the link. But the plates are going to remove any flex for you. It does come with one spool. There's 3 diffs in there. There's one spool. So that means you need to pick and choose where you want to put that. So for me personally, I would run the spool. I'd probably run it on the rear and leave the front a little bit open and run some crazy thick diff fluid in there. Like the 1 million weight stuff you'd put in an X-Max or something of the sort, or 20 million or whatever it is. And then for the center diff, I would also do the same. But the reason you want to have that center diff not fully locked up is because it helps bleed off a little bit of that wheeling when the chassis wants to wheelie all the time. If you can bleed off a bit of that speed onto the front so the chassis settles down, that's how you can get more speed for jumping and stuff. That's why most of the race cars, four-wheel drive racers, aren't locked up in the middle, like for short course trucks and stuff, right? What else is there on that thing? The chassis is dyeable. It's a white chassis. They highly recommend that you're going to want to dye it and color it before you ever do any assembly on it, because the first time you get any dirt or scratches on there, it's never going to look the same when you try to dye it. Clear body panels. And all of the gears, so you can pick and choose whether or not you want to put the 2-speed transmission in it, or if you want to put the single-speed transmission in it. Other than that, no electronics. So it's going to be, what did I say it was coming in at? Around $480, I think. I think it was 480-ish. And the RTR is like 650. So I guess you really need to decide, like, is the motor combo and electronics worth it to you? If you're running Spectrum already, and like I already have a Spectrum, the receiver it comes with is actually a pretty decent receiver in there. It's a 6-channel with ABC and all that fancy crap. So that's a more expensive receiver it comes with. It comes with the Spectrum Mo ESC, which I had. Oh, no, wait. I know. I'm trying to put that in my drag car, but it comes with a Spectrum ESC and a 2200 kV or 200 or 2020 kV. Anyways, it's a 1/8 skill, but it is not censored. So you don't get any of that low speed control that some guys are trying to run. I mean, you get a lot of cogging in it at lower speeds. I know all the guys have run them so far. And I guess the other really, really key thing that everybody keeps wanting to know, yes, the axles in the kit are the upgraded version 2 of axles that are supposed to not break right away like everybody else's did. I do have those axles en route. They will be here next week. I think I have 8 or 10 sets of axles. They are not for sale unless you bought the truck. They are a warranty item. So if you had an issue with your axle, come by when we got them, and you can have your axles to replace the problems you had.
So for that, I would probably go with the kit personally, because I'm all about the censored brushless. We want that control, we want that feel. The other thing I wasn't too keen on was the stock servo.
The stock servo sucks. You're right.
Yeah. So just in like those 2 things alone, and the third thing for me personally is that it's not left-handed.
Most stock electronics suck anyway.
You left-handed guys are weird. You're
That's why you need an oboe.
If you're gonna change that stuff out anyways, you might as well just build it right the first time.
Yeah, I'd always go with the kit myself too. Then at least you can make it your own.
Yeah, this is true. I did the RTR because I wanted to beat on it out of the box and see how it was doing.
Yeah.
I got 4 battery packs through it before I broke front axle. I didn't break it. Like, it's just cracked, so I could still run it right now, and I'm probably going to run it tomorrow night. I'm going to run it.
Zip ties
because I can. Hey?
Put some zip ties and super glue on that bad boy.
I'm going to run it till it blows up. I don't really care. I'm just going to run her till she blows. I don't care. Might as well, because I have the new axles en route, so I might as well do it. So
I'll be bringing this out tomorrow night too. I did some work on it today earlier.
The 2-wheel drive Expo model.
Yeah. So I've got the tires all glued up properly because they weren't glued up. I bought them used. I put some weight in front, and I added some drag brake. Like, that's something new to me.
Drag brake is definitely a necessity.
So I was getting up to certain spots, and then I hit the brakes, and then it wasn't enough.
And it just would go all the way back down to the bottom.
All the way back down I went. So I got the tires glued up, drag brakes in there. I put some weight in the front end, and I think I'm ready to go. Oh, I changed the gear too. I geared it down so it's a little more Might be more for what we're doing.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna see how many 4x4 trucks that I can beat with this.
So this week, just so anybody who's asking or wants to know, we are running this week again at the steps at the top there where the fallen tree used to be at Becker. Yeah, Gordon says that thing better make it to the top tomorrow.
Well, I was reading the top so many times, but I just rolled back off the top. I was like, damn it, I see reposition
He's calling you out. He's calling you out. So Aaron has got one already. I know Tim's already got one already. I'm going to basically tell everybody because it's tomorrow. So we're starting a new class just for... there you go. That little guy.
Here it is.
This dude. The Yeti Junior.
Yeah.
So we're starting a UTV class for the rock bouncing. So the rules for that class are going to be real simple. It has to be no bigger than a 1/12 scale platform that it starts with. So you could use, say, a CR12 or any of those platforms you could use. The body has to be caged, or it has to be a truggy style body. So there has to be some kind of roll cage on there. Or it could be a 1/18 scale E-Revo, 1/16 scale E-Revo if you want. That's okay too. But there has to be a caged body on there. You cannot run it with the Revo body that's on there, or a Lexan body. It has got to have a roll cage of some form. It has to look like a real side-by-side would, right? So that's going to be the rules for that class. I don't think we're going to put a motor limit on there, are we, Aaron? What do you think?
I don't think so.
I mean, I think there's going to be a motor limit on some of those because they just can't fit something bigger without blowing everything apart.
Yeah, you can't hack. You'd have to hack everything out to make something fit in this guy. And
right?
the drivetrain won't handle it anyways. So
no, I don't think so.
Keep it simple. And you got to get the power down to where you're going, too. You want to sit there and spin tires all day?
So, no, Gord, we're not going to do the Max U4 race. I know you saw me bringing the Max out there to show something, but that is for something else that we've got going on.
Oh.
Me and Aaron have been talking about. And that's going to be today's tech tip.
That'll do it.
Today's So I'm just going to get right at it here and tell you guys and show you. Today's tip, really simple. Now, everybody who has a Max or an X-Max or any of these units, they love to take them out in the water and beat the crap out of them. There's a small problem when you do that. You go out there and you take them out in the water and you get them all dirty. Now I've already loosened all this off. And you get these bearings inside here all full of water, and then they seize. And what happens when they seize, especially on the Maxes, so this is the 8950 drive shafts to the back, so they're the same front and rear. Now if you look here, you can see there's a pin goes through here. This pin goes through and locks the metal piece into the plastic piece. If this bearing, I don't even know if I can pull this bearing out. Oh, there we go. If this bearing that's in there seizes up and it's riding right on top of where your pin would be, right here, that guy, okay? So it's riding right on top of that pin. If that bearing seizes up, it heats up the plastic. If it heats up the plastic, this whole center piece comes right out, and your wheel just goes flying off down the trail. So you get your Max wet, X-Max as well, any of these things, particularly your Max. If you get your Max wet, pop these off, lubricate these bearings, clean them up so that they're free spinning, so they don't lock up, so they don't melt your drive shaft, so that your wheel doesn't go bouncing off down the trail. And that is today's tech tip. There you go.
Nicely done.
Okay. Next,
Look, I just sent you a photo of the AT4 portal.
Let's take a look at the portal. Not there. Not there. I will find it as soon as my computer. Oh, there it goes. Oh. All right. Well, let's put this up and show everybody. So that is cast metal.
Here's a tech tip for you.
And
run it till she dies, then upgrade it.
Then upgrade. Yeah. Yeah. So also, I have that 1-Up oil, and it's got a little needle thing on the end of it. If you guys can see there, that is really easy for putting a little bit of oil in all these bearings. And if you leave it sit on there, it'll actually soak down in past the rubber seal too. So anyways, so I do have those on order. I did get a notification that I got some stuff from Cross at the border.
Yeah.
So hopefully that one is in there.
And an FC6.
And a what?
FC6.
No, not an FC6 yet. I'm still on.
No, I know I think it's gonna be a while for that.
Well, I don't know what the issue is with it. Like, I don't see it available from anybody yet.
Well, like I said, I heard it wasn't gonna be available to Canada.
I'm not sure about that. I'm looking. Yeah, and well, I mean, you can say it's not available in Canada, but my supplier ships to the States.
Yeah.
That stuff doesn't come to Canada, so we're pretty good that way. If it's only available in the States, I'll still get it. So let's get this off of here. And Gord's sending me some pictures. I want to see what these pictures are that he's sending me. What?
Well, that could be fun.
So there's what do we got here? We got bearings. No, wrong one.
No, we're fine. We're fine.
Oh, okay. Well, here's a tip from Gord. Gord's bearings. These are out of your Max, right, Gord? They look like they're pretty well beaten. HC4? No, that's not what he's talking about, Zarek. He's talking about the FC4, right?
FC6.
FC6, yeah. It's a 6x6. It's a new release they just came out with. If you want an HC4, let me know. I can try and dig one up. That's what Kevin built and gave to Rock Dogs as a donation prize.
Raffled it off.
Raffled it off. That's right. And Dallas won it.
Yeah.
And now it sits on his wall of shame of undriven trucks.
Right? I keep telling him he's got to bring it out.
Well, Dallas is pretty hard on most trucks, so maybe you should just leave that one on the wall of shame for a bit so people can admire it. Yes. So there's that. That's your bearings to start with, and then you've got another picture here. And those are the shiny new bearings he's putting in.
See, now when we're racing, we actually take all the bearings out of our cars, especially on road.
Yep.
You'll do at least twice a season.
Yep.
You take them all out, pull all the seals off. I've got a jewelry cleaner.
Right.
I'll put them in there. Let it rattle for about 20 minutes in a bath of brake cleaner.
Right.
Brings all the oils out of them. Brand new, they have a little bit of grease in them. Now for the on-road, we want no resistance at all in there.
Right.
So take all the grease out, and we'll add our 1-Up oil in there.
Dude, that would be
depending on the bearing size. And
that would be this stuff here.
Yeah, that's the good
1-Up
stuff.
Clear. So this stuff here is really thin, and this is what I was talking about. It's on a needle. So it's got a little needle dispenser. You can get it in right close to the bearings, right into the race, and just put a drop or two in there, and it oozes in. Like I said, it'll even go in past your Like if you got like I just put it on this max bearing as well before I put it all back together, just so it can soak in there, and even if oil's never going to hurt anything. So
The other thing you can do
Well,
too,
is
test
there
your
a
bearings.
bearing
Like,
kit for the MST?
what's that? When you built that MST,
Is there a
That's
bearing
all.
kit for that?
I can get a bearing kit for that.
Okay.
I'm just going to pull this out now. I can get a bearing kit for that, and I actually ordered one up for myself. Can't remember if it was available or if it was coming out of North Carolina.
Yeah, I don't need one right now or nothing because I'm just going to let her run this.
Yeah.
One
of the things that I used to do with the older cars when I used to build them back before bearing kits were so easy to come by for all these different models, I used to soak the brass in really fine oil and just let all the brass bushings and everything they sell, put them in a little Tupperware container and let them soak overnight. And the pores in that brass would soak that up, and they would run forever. And I never really had any issues. But if they got dirty, they would hold the grit, which was kind of the problem. But yeah, I mean, bearings. Now they make super small bearings, so nobody does any of the oiling of bushings anymore.
They look like a pretty standard bearing anyway.
I think they are.
Yeah.
I think they're like 511 4s.
Yeah.
So
that's pretty common
Yeah,
there.
I think there was two sizes. There was a bigger one and then the smaller one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gonna get this wheel back on now. So I did invite Tim onto this tonight, but Tim's a chicken. Chicken. So he didn't want to talk. So yeah. Anyways, he's not on here. Of course, it is his day off as well today, so maybe he just doesn't want to do anything RC related. Oh, where'd my nut go? Can't find my nuts.
Check your wife's first.
Honey, do you know where my nuts are? She's over there making your cup.
Excellent.
Excellent. Yes. So now that bad boy is all ready to go. Oh, too big. So, what you got? Just ran those bearings. Oh, just ran those bearings for a year, and now it's time. Rain. It's not rain, it's ran. Anyways, that's a whole year running. So that's pretty decent considering. I mean, I know Gord is pretty hard on those. You run them pretty much everywhere.
A servo horn.
So
a servo horn.
What is this?
That's a wheel wrench.
What is it?
That's a body post.
So I don't know if Matt or any of those guys are on here and all. I can't see Matt. Anyways, so I found out something while I was watching Scale News Update yesterday. Hemi Storm and Snapmaker have done a combined thing where they're doing a competition for you to make scale parts for your RC, 3D printing them, and then detailing them. And then they're going to judge them and decide which ones they like the best. Now, I was going to try and find the link, and I went and started typing it in. It didn't come up very well, so I got to look it up. I'll have it for next week for sure. It's Hemistorm and Snapmaker, and they're doing a little scale accessory competition, from what I understand it is.
Nice.
So yeah.
Got a lawnmower that'd probably work well for that.
You do?
I think you've got it.
You got a weed eater too, don't you? Or did you sell that one?
No, I donated that weed eater as a prize.
Ah, okay.
But I think you've got the lawnmower.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, we do. We do. It's a big glass. That's like a liter of fluids.
Liter of cola.
Liter fluids. So, yeah. Well, Gord just sent me a whole bunch more pictures. Let's see what they are.
Oh God.
Oh God. Here, I'll show you guys this. This is something new that I added on here too. Where is it here? Oh, where'd it go? Lost him. Let me get back here. There it is. Okay. Where the heck? There it is. Okay. So I was going to send. So I made these up. So this is the U4RC logo that we're doing. This is the animated one, or one of the animated ones. So this is Gord's little mini rift. He ran it last week. So there's his picture of him waiting. There's his max. Upside down and waiting to go out and get thrashed on again. Where'd the picture go away? There we go. Oh, yes, he got a new ESC. I remember this. So you're running the Spectrum, the new Spectrum ESC in there, which is pretty cool.
So you guys have your race tomorrow night, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Kind of check it out or what?
It's pretty tough.
It's tough on a weeknight.
Yeah, you know, I got a little one running around, so it's pretty tough.
Yeah. That's okay. We got a fairly good turnout. Scott shows, Gord shows, Tim shows.
I've watched some of the videos. I mean, they were pretty cool.
So Gord was asking earlier whether or not I've got. Yes, I have all the video footage from the last race, but I'm currently trying to match all the cameras together because we had 4 cameras going at once. So the timestamps on them didn't work the way they were supposed to. Because as soon as you changed the battery on the camera, the timestamp went off, which I did not know until I did that. So I'm trying to figure out what clip went where and then edit the sequence up so that, you know, when you're doing split screen or whatever, you can actually see it. But I got, I'd say probably 75 to 80% of that video is done. And then I just got to put the leaderboard on there and we'll have that all set up and ready to go. Next week, more cameras. We will have 6 of these guys. This one guy. This is where my biggest problem was. Is this guy here is actually not 1 second on this one is not the same as 1 second on this one. I have 2 of these, so they synced up perfectly. But the trying to sync it after about 20, 30 seconds of video, 20 to 30 seconds of video with this one playing and this one. So these 2 here were matched up all the way through, no problem. And then this guy would come along and I'd see the video and it would slowly go out of phase. And if I were putting any audio, you got this really funky echo started happening.
Nice.
So I had to edit this one out. And then we had Ryan was running along behind with the chase cam with the DJI, which was pretty cool. We got some good footage there. And then Micaiah was actually out helping me. She was videoing with my cell phone. And then Gord took over with the cell phone footage. So I got some of that stuff. So that's just the stuff that I'm fitting in there now. Aaron, I gotta remind me. You have to remind me to update the firmware on the timing system. Don't let me forget that.
Update the firmware.
Yes, okay. Scott, you can run. Yes, you can run the same rig in a different size tire for different classes. Yes, you can. because our classes are basically split into 1.9s, 2.2s, solid axle, independent, or Expo class. So Expo class is going to be anything that doesn't quite fit into the rules. However, it does not get any priority to running. So if your car fits into Expo class and we have enough cars to run the other classes normally, you won't get to run. The legal cars are going to get priority over running first. So everybody's got to be a comedian, right? So yes, tomorrow hopefully it doesn't rain like it did today. I'm kind of glad it rained today because it's going to keep the dust down, which will be nice. We will run probably not as big of a loop tomorrow as we did last week. This week I think we'll try and come down closer to where the dead tree is so that we can stand closer and see where you're driving the entire time. And then if anybody's got a gravel pit or a rock quarry or something of the sort within or close to within Vernon that people can get to reasonably, let me know because I want to come check it out because I would like to actually build a little bit more substantial of a course that has a couple of different ledges and stuff in it and a couple of dirt canyons that you got to come out of like they do on the 1-to-1s. So that'd be pretty cool. So what's Aaron running? You got 2 trucks.
2 trucks?
Yeah, you got a side-by-side.
Got the side-by-side.
You got the side-by-side, and you got your Expo.
Is that an Expo, or does that fit in with the independent class?
No, because it's not 4-wheel drive.
That's a minor detail. I'll take them on.
I mean, I guess the laser nut class is not a whole lot different than running a Slash with a cage on it, really. So if you had a Slash and you had a cage, I would probably let you run it in the laser nut class because everything else is almost the same. So, yeah. Dallas, I think, has his truck up and fixed. I'm not sure if he's going to make it, but he hopes he does. Alexis Park side, Becker has that all. The Alexis Park side of Becker. Alexis Park. That is the side. That's that big quarry that's all fenced off, though. So I don't know if I want to go into the fenced off part because I might get in trouble. And I think somebody just bought that. So now you'd be interfering with private property that somebody owns, and that might not be cool. I'm going to look at it, though. We can check it. It is all dirt and clay. You're right. I remember looking over there and crawling over there. That is actually where I wanted to go originally, but like I said, I don't know if we can now because I think it just got sold. So, whoa, pushing too many buttons there. What you making over there?
Noise.
Oh, I think Tanya's making something for Aaron right now. Oh, she's burning her fingers though.
Oh God, not your fingers.
Oh God.
Just the table now.
Just burning the table. No big deal. It's all fine. Nothing to see here.
Yeah. Keep moving.
Yeah. Move along.
Yeah.
Just because you came down in your PJs doesn't mean. Think I should probably take this out of the box.
Yeah, you should probably do that and charge it.
Especially if I'm going to actually run it tomorrow, right?
Well, you have to.
And then because of your guys' advice, I have a fix. I have a fix for tomorrow's run. I'm going to glue it.
You can't do it yet.
I'm gluing those diffs.
Already?
Oh, yeah. I drove yours enough to know.
Oh, I didn't plan to do that yet. Thought you want to run them all stock first, see what they're doing.
Well, yeah, but then you guys went and ran them, and now I know. We all know.
So, Aaron, have you dug into that snack box yet? Much?
Oh, yeah.
Apart from looking at the little bag of screws.
Well, other than that, I've got the tires. I actually glued them. I recommend you do this. Clean
Glue tires?
all nice. Put a little bit of glue around that bead, all good. That way they don't go flying off your car. Just saying.
Are those? Yeah, flying. No, who has tires fly off their car? What are you talking about?
No idea.
That sounds like insanity to me.
And then I've got my gears.
Like these ones?
Yeah, those ones. That rocks in there.
Yes.
And then all my gears, I got them all coated with some special spray.
Special spray.
Special spray.
Are they the typical Tamiya nylon?
Yeah, they're definitely typical Tamiya stuff. And then the pinion for the motor. Here's your motor. The shaft's actually all round, doesn't have a notch in it at all. And you actually put the
a 560 pan?
And then you take this guy here, and then you pound it on there all nice.
Oh, it's a press fit.
It's press fit.
Oh God.
I am not impressed with that.
A press fit. Wow.
It's a goofy little unit. That's all we wanted them for.
Definitely comical. Ugh.
So, are those wheels and tires basically the Euro Truck tires?
They are 100%. They got the Euro Truck tread. They got the no foams. The rims look a little beefier though. Got some.
Are they the same offset or are they different?
I think they're probably both the same. Just looking at them.
Same size, everything.
Same everything. And
I'd probably just take the ones off my Euro Truck
Because
they're glued.
They're glued.
Nice.
Nice.
The entire step.
You do know how to glue tires.
Yeah,
He just doesn't like doing it because his fingers don't come apart.
that's right.
I got the tires glued.
Forever.
I think you go to advance.
Yeah.
That was me when that stupid bottle of glue exploded on me. I was trying to glue the glue a drag tire, and I'm using the little needle adapter thing that goes on there so I can get it in there and lightly going around all nice and pretty, like boof, and it puked all over my counter, my fingers, my entire tire. Yeah,
You need some tape, electrical tape. Tape the tip on. That's my tip.
thanks,
Yeah,
Tips.
there's your tech tip.
Oh,
And here's that remote I was talking about.
Yep,
If you can see it.
I
So it
can.
has like that mode here. So you just flip the switch here,
Yeah.
change the power settings.
So how big is that compared to a standard size remote?
It is a standard size.
Okay,
you're trying to find the little one?
I am.
So
She's got little
I
hands.
remember-
But it has a little handle in it. The middle part's pretty small.
I mean,
Yeah,
that
it's-
Fly Sky
it's the-
GT is pretty small.
It's the weight and like that big thing, right?
Right.
Remember, we're talking about a 5-year-old.
Start them young.
Yep. I mean, I do have the remote for the little Enduro 24.
Mm-hmm.
Just that receiver wouldn't work. Something that size is what I'd like to find.
Who else makes a small remote? RC 4-wheel drive makes a really small remote that they released, and they were selling with that little 1/18 scale Jalande they were doing.
Okay.
It's white and black, and I remember it was pretty tiny.
Yeah. Just a little pistol grip.
Yeah, just a
Yeah.
little bit.
Well, Sanwa actually makes one, and it's like a video game controller.
Oh, really?
Yes, it's pretty sick.
Yeah. See if I could find one like this,
Now I have to find one.
Yeah, you should get one.
Yep.
right? But now this is for that Enduro 24.
Yeah, which has everything all combined into one ESC.
Yeah.
The other small one I know of, actually, it's not even really that small, but I know the one out of the ESC receiver combo that comes in the SCX24.
Yep.
Now, channel 2 on that actually has an output on it as well. So you could take that channel 2 and you can, if your speed controller dies, you could say if you're looking like an SCX24, your speed controller dies, but your receiver's still working. So your steering still works, but nothing else does. You can take that and you can turn it into just a regular standard receiver and run it with a different ESC tied on.
What I should do, I should just pull this thing apart and swap the guts out of it for a different one.
A smaller controller.
Well, swap the guts out of this
Yep.
to run a different receiver for a different radio.
Oh, wait, KO Pro has it. That's what it is.
Ow. That's the wrench I'm looking for. Yes, that would work for you. I think that would probably be a better idea than my idea. Who else makes? I mean, the Enduro 24 makes that little 2-piece one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two-piece.
It's too bad they don't make that so it's easily swap across to something else. We can do some research and see what frequency that works on. Maybe it does bind to a normal receiver. I don't know.
Well, I can't read. The writing's too freaking small. So.
Aaron's looking something up. Look at him.
Yeah. I got it. I'll send you the link.
You're trying to find that little Sanwa remote.
It's a KO Pro actually. I sent you a link there, Travis.
KO Pro. Let's see here. KO Pro. Oh yeah. Holy man, how many channels does it have?
All of them.
8 channels. Holy.
Wow.
I think that should be up the crawler alley.
Let's put this up here.
Yeah, put it up.
8 channels. I mean, look at the receiver in there.
Huh. Up to 8 channels on that, eh?
Yeah.
You can drive that thing just like it's a video game. Jump!
I wonder if this is meant to be. I know Kyosho made a few tracked machines and stuff like that, excavators and some things like that. Well, there you go. That's one of the 8-wheeler Tamiya kits. And a 3D printed skid steer.
It's good for everything.
Yeah. And thing.
Thing.
And a good try.
I've seen some people take video game controllers and modify them over too, which is a little bit more in depth, but
this is already done for you.
Yeah,
So
this is done.
What are these things worth?
I think they're kind of cheap on the cheap end too.
I'll dig it up. I'll let you know, Kevin.
Okay.
I'll search it up here and see if I can even get it.
Yeah.
That's honestly the first time I've seen it. But I don't. Do you want her running a thumbstick style, or does it matter?
I don't know. Depending on the price, I mean, it's if it's cheap, I wouldn't care, right?
Right. Okay. I'll do a comparison here and see what I can find.
I mean, if it comes down to it, I'll just see what I can do, what kind of frequency this thing runs.
Right.
And might be able to bind it to something else.
What other radios did I have that were small? The smallest radio I have in store right now, I think, would be that Fly Sky.
Wait, what? How big are the Orlando controllers?
Small.
The controller itself, I don't have one here. Tim's got one, but yeah, they're not huge. But they have their speed controller and everything's all built into one. Right?
Oh, okay.
Wow, that's going to be different for me to glue together. That's really going to be different to glue together.
Yeah. I looked at the exploded parts diagram. I was like, what the heck? How are you going to do that?
Well, we're going to do it. I'm just not sure where. You're going to have to clean it all off, though, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Clean it all off and glue the crap out of it.
Yeah, I think Amazon has 2.4 controller kid size on there as well, but no date when it would be available.
Right.
Classic.
I'm going to see if I can find that 1/18 scale Jalonde for you here.
Yeah, that's probably a Spectrum, isn't it?
No, I don't think so. Just looking at the description for it. I need to zoom in. 2-in-1 micro ESC receiver paired with the XR2 micro radio system. So let's find the part number for the XR2 radio system here. XR2. ZE.
Okay.
So now this is showing 2 channels. Antenna, 6-volt DC, 4AA. Yeah, I don't know if this is going to work for you.
Yeah.
Because it's got this oddball size. It's got an oddball size little receiver to it. So you've got EST receiver combo. It is pretty small, right?
Yeah.
And it does have quite a bit of adjustability here. But this receiver right up on the top here where the servo would plug in, or this is where the servo plugs in, I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we're getting the new Armor Vortex. They are en route. The new Armor Vortex are on the way.
What does that thing look like?
Got to the Vortex.
Yeah.
Vortex is basically Arma's version of a Rustler.
Ah,
Really?
Wrestler.
Probably the easiest way to describe it. Wow, that is going to be some fun to glue.
Well, I got to tear mine apart right now because you're going to do yours. Tim, glue your diff.
Damn you, Tim.
Yeah.
I did look up to see if there was a locking spool for this little guy anywhere, but I didn't see one.
Did you make them?
Did you? Who makes them?
Who had it? I seen a couple of them. There was like, I think not Arma, Axial has it.
Yeah.
Universe. Print one.
And
Well,
what
yeah,
it
but
is, 2 parts that
print
go
things right now.
into the center.
I don't want to 3D print things. I want to leave them. I want to just glue.
Well, buy it right now.
I have a glue gun.
And what it does, it has little nubs that go into where the spider gears would be.
The Axial TTX 200 remote. Eh?
Okay.
TTX 200. That's the one I'm thinking of. That's the one that came on the deadbolt that Ryan had. Ryan had that on, and it was really small. didn't really have a lot of adjustability, and it felt goofy. If you were an adult using the thing, you felt goofy
Yeah.
because it was too small.
Okay, ready for some unveiling?
Oh, here it comes. Let's see. Is it hot?
No. Your hands clean? You
Well, they're clean enough. I haven't touched anything really that big
First
of a
6
deal.
layers are gone.
I haven't touched anything that's that big of a deal. Let's see here. Oh, it is still warm. So, here's your mug.
It's not air. It's just these are the ones for sale.
Yeah.
Oh.
Here's MMF mug. So there's just one that Tanya has cranked out.
Nice.
Can you read it?
I don't snore. I dream of an RC car. Yeah, it's not that bad. You can touch it. Here's the next one.
We should put MMF a little higher.
She's got an assembly line going on over here right now.
I should have a contest for people to message their sayings.
Here's this one.
This one's for Travis.
MMF. My RC skills are fine. My people skills are questionable.
Nice.
This is mine.
You hot? Oh,
No, it's all right.
Warm.
It's warmish. I didn't say it was cold. So
Yeah, that TTX 200 looks like it'd be perfect.
Okay. TTX 200. Let's go here. Hide that. Hide that. Let's go to here. Click. TX200. Find this guy, sucker for you. Oh. ETA, like everything and anything made by
Never.
The ETA is the 20th of July.
That's fine.
So they are $59.
Yeah.
That is a system, it says. So I just got to check and make sure. Yes, so that comes with 3-channel TR325 micro receiver.
Yeah.
Fail safe. Yep. Yep. So I can get one on the way. Well, I'll put it on the add to order, and I'll call you 20 years from now.
See you September.
Yeah, in September. We'll show
In
it.
3 to 6 years.
Yeah. It'd be quicker to order it on eBay and have it shipped from China.
Well, maybe if they have it, they
Well,
probably do.
Yeah, eBay said they had 2 in stock.
I discovered a couple things off of some eBay sales that I had ordered off of. They said they were in stock. I ordered it.
Not so much.
2 months later, nothing had moved. My tracking number had not left the location it was shipped from. And then I messaged them and they didn't have it. They took my money and they had no problem with any of that, but they didn't actually have it in stock, so they couldn't ship it. They were waiting for it. I'm like, well, why did you say you had it? So, okay. So,
because we were supposed to have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to have to soak these gooky little things. I don't even know what, I wouldn't even call this stuff grease. This looks like snot that's on here.
Yeah, it looks horrible. I got mine apart now too. I'm cleaning my teeth with the toothbrush. Get toothbrush out, put a little WD-40 on there.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I'm just going to glue gun the crap out of that thing. I'm just going to hold it together and glue it all up.
And pray that it works.
And then put it all back in and hope it doesn't. If it does blow apart, what's it going to do? Spin?
It's going to blow apart.
That's what it did to start with. So what's the difference?
Huh.
But I can't see. Oh, what's this one?
At least you'll have front wheel drive because I think
Comes with gifts. She comes bearing. Oh shit, that one's hot.
Oh, is it?
Yes, that was a little toasty.
Okay, why did you took that one out?
You might have just taken that one out.
you didn't need your fingerprints, right?
No. Fingerprints are for identifying the body. So it's
Nice.
LF, and it says on the other side, addiction. No, just a cool RC collection.
I need one of them. It should say a broken RC collection.
What's this one? This one says MMF, and I enjoy long romantic walks to the hobby store.
Nice.
No, I don't walk to the hobby store. That's a long way for me.
Walk in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed long romantic walks at the hobby store.
That's right.
Ooh, that one's still warm. That was a little toasty. Here. Okay, so that's the rear. I wonder what the front's like. Oh God. I don't know if I want to pull the front apart.
Front stay's open.
Okay.
Our front's staying open.
Yeah, I think my front's going to stay open for the first little while here too, because that's. I'll glue the back and see how long it lasts and go from there. Oh, I wonder if I have any of those lightweight low-C springs. I'll just slam the sucker down and get some LCG out of it. Oh, I rode a quad out of the bush like this one did. Kind of missing the back end of the things, and there were logs sticking out the back.
You should be able to get some more. If you just the shock collars on that bad boy.
Oh yeah, you can drop them down quite a bit, eh?
Drop it.
Jeez, those suckers are long.
I think they're SCX 10 shocks in there. They look like the stock ones, don't they?
A little skinny.
I don't know.
They're not much different in length. I could get in here with my calipers.
Yeah, I bet you it's a 90.
Where's my measuring stick? Where's my measuring stick?
I got 90 on mine.
You got 90 on yours?
Yeah. Is that stock length?
Yeah, well, 95, 90, 95. I mean, you
Press
could always take
in
the 70s that you can get for the portal rigs and do those. I don't know. I think I'm going to suck these up a bit, though. Because that little one of yours there, when I was running it Monday night, was a little bit hard to control when you turned it. Especially when you wanted to turn right meow.
Lots of steering. Lots of steering.
Oh, yeah. And Axial's cheapest version of a sway bar right there.
Oh, yeah.
Let's just take these two axles and stick them together. Or these two links and stick them together.
And put straight holes through it, no ball ends.
No.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Put construction earbuds in there. Don't glue. Yes, that would maybe work.
Tim tried it
Well, I can't see how it's going to work in this.
because no outer casing.
There's no outer casing on the diff because the actual housing for is the diff. So the spider gears and everything are all exposed. So that is exactly what I'm going to do on the Rift. And it's not probably going to work on this guy. I don't think. I do think glue is going to work quite well.
What about like some Gorilla Glue in there? Would that work at all?
Maybe. I got just regular glue too.
So I got
All I'm trying to do is stop the gears from spinning, right?
Yeah. Until they break.
Meh.
Until we sheared all the teeth off it.
My good friend Aaron told me that you can buy a locker. So,
Yeah. I've seen it. It just fits in those little holes where the gears go. So right in those little holes, it has a little impression. It fits in there. It has the output shafts on it.
I wonder how similar this is to the one that used to be in the old MRC, the low C Nightcrawler MRC. Little locked spools. It almost looked like that. Oh, I think I got one of those kicking around somewhere too. I'll dig it up. Anywho, now everybody's working on things.
It could be fun trying to get more steering out of these things.
Out of which one there? Let's take a look here. What are we talking about?
The Grand Hauler.
So that's the plastic axle. You basically have to shave away
Bump stops.
This here.
Yeah.
Well, it's the shock mounts on the bottom that you're gonna have to that, and then there's stops in the knuckle as well.
Hmm.
So you need to get a different shaped link on there.
Yeah. Or move the shocks to the front.
Yeah, flip the whole axle around, mount the
Yeah.
shocks on the front.
Yeah. Could be fun.
It's like it's not getting sealed all the way around.
Yeah.
Is it backing off?
No, I don't think so.
Just more power to the rear wheels and spin it around.
Yeah, just give him more power, Captain. More power.
Yeah.
All right. What are we at here? We're at an hour 48. We're almost done for the night, I'd say. So, new releases from Traxxas, just so anybody wants to know, I have them all on order. Every single one of them. So, you can stop asking if I'm getting any. Yes, I'm getting them. I've ordered
I'll get
5
them when
of
I
each
get 'em.
color. I ordered 5 of the red, 5 of the yellow of the Broncos. So first come, first serve. You don't come and get the first batch of 10. That's not my problem. So
Oh. TRX 6 clear body.
yes,
They just released that, did they not?
I think they might have. They just released a whole bunch of new stuff with that same.
Because I know I seen that on the A-Main site.
Well, the one on A-Main, A-Main has now started. Very soon they're going to be doing another line of bodies, which also made their stuff. They're going to be doing Killer Body here soon.
Yep.
Which
I know someone that's looking for a replacement TRX 6 body.
Guy's name wouldn't happen to be Tony, would it?
Possibly.
Let's see.
There's a good chance.
Crawler 1/10. Traxxas.
No, Gordon. No weathering on that Grand Hauler. It's going to be a drift build.
Yes, they do have it in clear. They have it in It's not in stock, but it's showing as being manufacturer back ordered. You can get the white body complete. You can get the black body complete. And you can get the clear body complete. But it looks
Yeah, I
to
think
me,
he's wanting the clear.
I think this comes with all of the trim pieces as well. Doesn't look like it's just the body. Like
Yeah,
100.
I think it was $119, and it comes with all the trim and everything else.
119 US. So
Yeah, that's
Canadian
US.
Canadian price on it. They want 161.95.
Yeah, I was gonna say around the 150 mark. Yeah.
So I can I'll order one. There we go. Does he want a
Yeah, I
black
know.
body for now?
No, well, he's still got his old body that he's just gonna beat up some more.
Because I got a black body that I'm probably not going to use.
Yeah.
Because I have a different idea. Because I'm tired of the Mercedes bodies. There's so many of them
Yeah.
out there. I want to do something different.
They need the Bronco 6x6 edition. Yeah.
Yeah. Looks like they're expecting them. I hope he doesn't want it before Christmas because that's what it's saying for an ETA.
Oh man.
All right. So, anyways, I think we're probably going to call it.
I gotta do some hustling on this this little side by side tonight now.
Yeah, no, I got to go soak this thing and get this gooey stuff off and try to glue this differential together.
Oh, I got one up on you. I used the WD-40 toothbrush and I shot it with some brake cleaner. I think I'm good to go.
Gasoline, light it on fire.
That'll glue it together for sure.
Yeah.
That'll lock it right up. Okay. I got to go kick my kid off of the TV because she's been watching Heartland. She's been watching Heartland all night.
Great. Send
Oh
me your
God, the horses.
Send your RC sayings.
We should have a contest.
Yeah, we should have a contest. Whoever comes up with the best RC saying to put on a everybody's a freaking comedian. Everybody.
Ah, I forgot.
Do I have any Max servos in it? Yes, I think we got Max, like X Max. I don't know if I have any of the Max ones. But anyways, TRXX black body once the new one was done. Are you going to do some weathering on the Grand Hauler? I don't think there's any weathering going on that Grand Hauler at all because it's all shiny and prettied.
That's right.
Probably going to be the only shiny truck that Kevin has.
Probably. Yeah, don't think I have many shiny trucks. None.
Gordon might have the gears to fix it. I'd have to get Tim to take a look when he goes in tomorrow. I think. I can look here and see what we got from Traxxas. Standard. Kind of call it large scale, which is not really true. No. Well, that one's beeping now too.
I'm just not.
Too much power.
So much power.
Yeah, I'll try to come up this weekend, Travis.
Okay.
Try to come up Saturday or something.
I'll be working on Saturday. I got to cover for Tim. Not this Saturday? Next weekend. On May long weekend, I'm going to work on Saturday.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
He blew it out at the old D&D baseball diamond while watching the live. Oh, you just broke it now. Oh, I see. Okay. So, try and swing up. like I'll be around town this weekend. I'm not going out to the bush or anything, so
Yeah.
I'll be around
Well,
if you message me when you come up.
If I come up, I'll message.
Okay, cool.
Give them a couple
Yeah.
hours.
Okay, give me a couple days notice or hours notice or
Yeah.
whatever, so I can get
I'd
out.
message you before I even left town.
Okay. All right, man. Okay, well we're out then. So we will call her a night and thanks for tuning in. Make sure you guys subscribe if you're on YouTube and look up MMF Make My Fun. K-Town Scale over at this guy here. K-Town Scale. You guys can watch some of Aaron's videos on MMF. Got starting to crank out some more tech videos and stuff. And yes, K-Town Scale. K-Town, K-Town, K-Town. The hat, the badge, the stickers. We have a little bit of all of that going on. Stickers. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. All right. Catch you guys later. Have a good one. And we will talk to you next week. Same time, same place.
Have a good night.
Later.
See y'all trackside.